You still need to be able to pull the pants up. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. My name is Brittany and I talk about sewing here on my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all how I like to adjust the yoke and the waistband on pants as well as some skirts that I'm sewing. Because I have a bigger waist to hip ratio, many times when I am making pants and skirts and even buying them, I will end up with a waist gap. So the garments will fit me through the hip, but in the waist it would be too big. And so because of that, I like to just do a quick adjustment to the yoke as well as to the waistband of my pants and skirts. If you have some pants and skirts in your wardrobes that you have already purchased, but maybe you want to adjust them, I do have a video on my channel right now where I adjusted the waistband on some pants that I purchased out of a store. I'll have that link for you down in the description box. Before I start the video, I do want to give a really quick disclaimer because what I'm going to be sharing is what I do for my body. I highly encourage you to get some sewing books, check out some sewing videos, and really learn some adjustments for what you need so that your garments will fit your body the way that you want them to. Now let's go ahead and get started. So I started making a muslin for a pair of pants. It's actually my pattern from Know Me ME 2002. And I shared over on Instagram my first muslin and my second muslin, just kind of going through the process of making adjustments. So this is the first muslin here that I made, and this is a size 22W. I didn't make any adjustments. I just cut it straight out and tried it on. And based off of my measurements and the finished garment measurements, this was gonna fit me pretty spot on. But for me, I like my things to be a little bit loose, my garments to be a little bit loose on me, not hugging, not tight. And this was just a little too spot on and tight for my comfort level. But as far as the yoke goes, the yoke was too big and I did pinch out some fabric, and when I pinched it out, it laid much flatter to my body, and that's what I wanted. On the second adjustment, I did apply some changes to the yoke, and you can see right here in this video that there's a big difference on how the yoke is fitting. So let's go ahead and let me show you the adjustment that I made a little bit more in depth. I did it quickly on Instagram, but let me kind of take my time and walk through the thought process here. Let's get into it. Okay, so for Know Me 2002, you have your front waistbands, your back waistbands, as well as your yoke. Now, I'm not making any adjustments to the front of the pant. If I was, I would need to adjust this. So let's say, for instance, there is a pleat on the front of this pant. If you wanted to make the pleat wider and you made that adjustment, then you would need to adjust the waistband. But I'm not going to be adjusting the waistband, so I don't need these pattern pieces. Now, these two right here, the back waistband and the yoke, I will absolutely need to adjust both of these. So the yoke, this is what's going to be attaching to the pant down here along the bottom. So if I start to adjust this upper portion where it's going to be connected to the waist, so I don't have that waist gap, then I will need to adjust the waist pattern piece. Whatever I adjust this to, I need to adjust this back waistband as well. One thing I do want to make note of, when you start adjusting a straight waistband, like a straight rectangular waistband, you will see it on your jeans. When you start making adjustments to those, you will start to curve your waistband. So it's going to start going from a straight waistband to more of a curved shape. So just keep that in mind. And even though it's curved and it may look a little interesting, that's okay, because that is what your body needs. So as long as you're adjusting the pattern for your body needs, who cares what it looks like? So I'm going to make a copy of this pattern piece and then walk through the adjustments that I would make to it. Okay, so here's my copy of the yoke back pattern piece here. And I'm not too worried about these circles right here. These are just for the carrier markings. I can obviously move these around as I see fit. So I'm gonna put that to the side. And so for now, I just need to take out 2 inches, but I don't need to take out 2 inches all the way down here. I'm gonna actually transfer my 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. Okay, that's just a rough look at the seam allowance. And what I want to do is, I know I need to take out 2 inches from the upper portion of the yoke. I don't need it to come down all the way down to the bottom of the yoke. I just need where it's going to start to connect to the waistband to start to take shape so that I'm not getting that waist gap. The bottom portion is fine because that's, again, it's going to match up to the pant, but I need the waist to start to take shape. And so I'm just going to pick here on my pattern where I want to make that adjustment. Now, I don't know if there's like a right or wrong way on where to hit this at. You all let me know in the comments. I'm just going to create a little dart here. And same thing to this side over here. I can do it right here. Like I just said, this is what I do. If you have another method, let me know. All right, so now I'm just going to slash down, being sure not to go through the pattern because I don't want to like mess up the seam allowance and stuff, you know what I mean? Slide that over and close up that gap, and then we can tape that in place. Okay, so I just adjusted the yoke, and as you can see, it is very curved. Now what I will do is kind of true up this curve here, that way it's not so like jagged, and true that up as well. I'm gonna make another copy of it and just kind of trim that up a little bit so it looks a little bit better. Okay, so this is what my new yoke pattern piece will look like. I may have to, you know, make a few tweaks because I don't want it to be a lot of bunching up and gathering. So definitely trimming the seam, pressing the seam to make sure that everything is laying nice and flat will be key. And you can just compare it to this one right here. The bottom portion of it, let's just kind of walk it here. See if we can walk it. The notch right here is still lining up. So the bottom portion of the pattern, as you can see, did not change. Now, one thing you want to note about this is I don't want to get it exact because then I won't be able to get the pants up over my hips. Like I still need to be able to get the pants up. So I don't need it to be directly to me, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't want as much extra fabric back there in the back. So just keep that in mind as you start adjusting this. You still need to be able to pull the pants up. So you don't want them to be. Okay, so this was the first one. I kind of smoothed out all the curves and things. And so now again, this will be the pattern that I cut. And so I would just transfer these same adjustments to my waistband pattern piece. So I took out 2 inches on this. I need to take out 2 inches on the whole waistband piece. If this is now 2 inches less, now my waistband pattern piece needs to be 2 inches less. All right, so looking at the waistband pieces here, I went ahead and just cut out the waistband, even though I know I'm gonna have to make adjustments to it. But I also wanna say, just because the waistband is curved, it doesn't mean that the curve is gonna fit me. So again, that's why it's important to kind of just test the waistband to see if it's gonna line up with the curves on your body. So I'm just gonna go ahead and baste this together, pin it onto the pant. We'll try on the muslin, take a look at it. Because I do know the waistband is gonna be smaller, well, you could just go ahead and cut a smaller waistband if you want. I'm just saying, but again, you still wanna try that and test it. So let's baste this together. Okay, y'all, so here's a look at the muslin with the waistband attached to it. I'm still making some changes to this because I'm not sold on the fit just yet before I start sewing them. I want to do a few more adjustments. Like I do think this needs to be, bring some in here along the front, or either, let's see if I pull out here on the side. Nah. Yeah, there's still some crotch adjustments that I want to make to this before I cut it out, especially back here on the back. I think I want to add some to the inner leg. That way my full thigh back here, it has room. So I'm thinking about that, but yeah, I'm still working on the fit of these to get a good fit. Besides that, let's look at the waistband because that's what this is about. I'm really glad that I didn't just start cutting and making adjustments to it because only this little bit here that's not connected along the side, but everything else is still connecting on this side as well. We can see the back, it looks good. Now right here, I want to bring, because this is too much, this is too extra fabric. So I'm gonna come in here. And when I do that, I can just come in on the waist as well. And then I also still may play around with this curve on the pattern so I'm not getting this fullness here. But again, just some adjustments that I'm looking at on the pant as I'm fitting them. But once I bring that in on the side, that does smooth out. I think the curve fits really good. There's no waist gap here. I didn't have any issues getting the pants up. Again, I will play around with this to kind of get that fullness out of it. This is a size 24 too, for reference. The 22 is a little too tight for my comfort. And obviously I would be taking more from the back here, not really the front. But I do think I'm at a good place as far as the waistband is concerned. And so that is how I like to adjust my yoke. And then when it comes to attaching the waistband, I like to baste it on, even though I know it's gonna be bigger and need adjustments. I like to match up the notches and baste it on as much as possible. Leave a little on the side like I did. Check the curve of the waistband to make sure it's fitting my curves nicely. And then just kind of pin out any of the fullness off the side seam, mostly on the back. I really won't be pinning off anything from the front. So now that I know what I'm going to do for the waistband, I can adjust the back pattern piece now, which I'm not going to be cutting in it. I'll just be taking off from the side seam area of it. I can move on now to finishing playing around with the crotch and really trying to get a better fit on it. Some books that help me with fitting that I absolutely love is Fast Fit here. It's one of my favorite books. Love this book. I also have the Palmer and Pletch Complete Fitting Guide. This one is really, really helpful. But for pants, and I forgot I had this book until recently, I was looking through my books and I was like, this is what I need. I looked through my library of books and I saw that I had this one, and this one is fantastic. If you want to fit pants better, grab this book. It would be fantastic to have in your sewing room library. Like I said before, these are things that I do for my patterns to get them to fit my body. I highly, highly encourage you and really hope that you will have fun with learning the fit adjustments for your body. Grab some books, find some tutorials, and just find what works for you. What I did may not work for you. So just find what you like to do and do that. Well, that is all for the video, and I really do hope that you all enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them for me down below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, turn on your notifications so you do not miss the next video, and I will see you all then. Blessings, everyone. Bye.